If you are using a public bus, listen to what I'm about to say so that you won't be a victim someday. One night I was going home from work, and when I entered the public bus, I didn't pay attention to notice that it was only men that were inside the bus. It was when the bus have moved for about 5 minutes, and one of the men that was sitting on my seat row started making calls, telling someone over the phone that they will soon reach to a particular junction. And immediately he dropped the call. He passed something that was inside a nylon to another man that was sitting at the front seat. And fortunately, there was still one free seat left, but the driver wasn't searching for passengers like they normally do. That was when I realized what I have entered because I looked front, only men. I looked back, still only men. And I was sitting at the middle seat. For a moment, my heart started pounding as if something was wrong. But then I started to relax and calm, you understand? I started observing them faces one after the other, but them all seems to have a very serious face. I became terrified and I started thinking of a way to come out of that place because I don't even want to stay up to a minute there anymore. I started praying silently and begging the Holy Spirit to help me with an escape idea. And that moment, I realized that I didn't bring out my phone since I got into the bus because my phone was switched off, so I just left it inside my purse. So the Holy Spirit instructed me to use my phone as an excuse. I thought of a possible way, and then one idea came through my mind. Immediately, I started pretending to be looking for something inside my purse, and I screamed, "Oh my God, which kind of nonsense be this?" And then I said to the driver, "Oga, abeg, wait, I forget my phone from my working place, and I don't even get anybody number offered." And then I begged the driver, "Oga, abeg, drop me here, abeg." Then the driver said, "Madam, we know they stop anyhow. Wait, make I go front." For a moment, my heart skipped again, and again I became terrified. But glory be to God, the driver parked. He got to a certain point, he parked, and then I gingerly came down. That was how I escaped that night. Now, I know based off this story, some people will be like, sometimes it is not really what you think it is that it is. Sometimes you do not really need to wait for what you think it is to happen before you realize or before you learn your lesson. That is the reason why listening to your gut and your instinct is very, very important. You do not always have to wait for the worst scenario to happen before you learn your lessons in life. I don't want this video to be very long, but on my next video, I'm going to be sharing mistakes you should avoid when entering a public bus, especially if you know that you are the type that usually close from work late, at late hour. You should not miss this information that I'm about to share on my next video. So follow me right now so that you won't miss out, because your safety should be prioritized at all costs.